Hello, it is the 3rd of January if you're trying to learn the date. You're probably not watching this on the 3rd of January, I don't care. Well, after that lovely start, punishments, I enjoyed making them, apart from the impressions, that was very stressful. But I'm glad you liked watching them, guys, because I got feedback from, well, one of my friends who actually watches my videos, Millie, who you have met. That's the crazy one. General point, and now because I'm a How I Met Your Mother nerd, general point. I love how we had 3 people talking about Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who is awesome. I went to the Doctor Who experience, which was in London, and that was amazing. Oh my god, I bought a Dalek pen, which was absolutely one of my favourite purchases of my entire life. I don't have it anymore because it had 10 colours, but I ran them all out in well, it took me quite a while, but I ran them all out because then I decided I liked writing notes in different colours. Everyone was jealous of my pen. So, Sam, Doctor Who is awesome. Just Doctor Who is awesome. I love Doctor Who. And I used to have 3 of the books, which were from the Doctor and Rose ones, when it was, when it was David Tennant and Rose. That sort of season. Yeah, they were alright. I read 2 of them. The other one I didn't start, and I don't know where they are anymore. And you've seen my TARDIS, which is not that side, it's there. I like my TARDIS, it lights up. So, Dana, you were the last of 2011. I've written 2012 on the post-it, but good me for thinking. I've written the date once at school, so I'm really still not into the swing of things. Larissa, no video, as Casey said yesterday, so punishment. And I know we have a couple of people who watch our videos who are mainly our friends, but I don't really care. So you can leave punishments below as well, and we're going to look at, I think we should look at those for punishments, because to be honest, a lot of the time they're more creative than we are. Casey, topics, I like topics. Obviously I suggested topics, but I don't mean like every week, like we have a topic, because like some collab channels do, because I think that's just ridiculous, really, because if you have topics every week, no one's going to know anything, and no one's going to be able to respond to each other, really. Well, especially me and you, because I can respond to you and that's it, and then you can respond to no one. So I don't like the feeling of exclusion that we would end up being put under. So I have post-it notes as well, by the way, Casey. I like post-it notes. And I hope I get less punishments this year. I've literally written, I hope I get less punishments. I'm going to upload. That's my New Year's resolution. So yeah, Ravenclaw is my house. It's my house. I always wanted to be in Gryffindor, but I think that's because Harry, Ron and Hermione were in Gryffindor, and they're the protagonists, so you're automatically thinking, well, that must be the cool house. But Ravenclaw, I now have it as a track on my Tumblr, but yeah, I do enjoy seeing the pictures because it just says, the one word that pokes up all the time is wise, and I like the idea of being wise. So I do like things to be organised, and I do take things seriously when I try to organise them. I want them to go like perfectly, which does not happen a lot. So I was watching old Sarcastic videos. This is just a little personal side note, but it's nice. So I did the Myers-Briggs test, which I was wondering if any of you have done. If you haven't, you can do it. You can just Google it. But because I was really curious as to sort of what it was, and so I did the test. It's about 40-something questions, I think. And I am an ISTJ, which is it's on my calendar. I'm not just looking off into the distance. Yeah, I am introvert, sensing, thinking, judging. Right, so my other resolution is to cook fish properly, because I like making dinner for my parents on their anniversary, and so far I've had to cook a lot of pasta dishes. Well, not a lot of pasta dishes, but pasta dishes nonetheless. They're not as impressive. And Casey, you had a question in your description, which I'm now looking at. If you're wearing black, obviously it's plain, but like just accessorize nicely with some nice colours. Just anything really goes with black, so you're fine. So yeah, I'd just say just some red's nice. Red's really nice with black. I like wearing red and black. Happy 2012. DFTBA, and Larissa, I'll see you tomorrow.